It's the type of stuff you got to put all over. You deserve freedom. Now, the only thing that unlocks that is your work ethic. Because the freedom is not gonna have pity for you. It's not gonna be like, oh, the freedom is like, yo, if you want it, then you have to do it, right? Like, and what is that you have to do? Like, you gotta put in the work. Everybody's work is different. Your work is different from somebody else's work. But you gotta put in the work. If you want something, you got to put in the work. The only way to go to the door is through the door of discipline. You don't want to go for the easy stuff. The easy stuff is not going to get you what you're looking for. You don't want the easy stuff. You want to be able to push yourself to a level where you can wake yourself up out of a sleep, an unawareness of who you are. You want to put in so much work that you start to wake up to who you are and start to have awareness in who you are as a person and no longer in a state of doubt, fear, and unawareness to your power. You need to wake up to your power. Unfortunately, we're in a world, and it is what it is, that is going to numb you to who you are. I mean, it is what it is. Like, you just got to accept that. Like, okay, now that we know the playing field, it's time to get to work. And the only way to unlock that is through the discipline. So we don't even fuck around with discipline. We don't even play around with it. We go straight towards the discipline. We want discipline. Why do we want discipline? Because the pain is going to give us the doorway. The pain is going to give us the understanding. The pain is going to unlock something. The pain is going to work on the mind. The pain is going to consistently push away the mental mind that says, I can't, it's too weak. Why I got to be so hard? Why it takes so long? When you push past the pain, you get to a level of patience where you don't even question all of those things no more. You just like, yo, listen, I've gone through the hard part. I'm just breathing it through. It's going to come to me when it comes to me because it's supposed to come to me because I've done the work. Period. You're not operating in it. Am I going to get it? What if it don't come? What if I put in the work and it don't make? We're not worrying about what ifs. We're just going to do the work. Regardless, at the end of the day, right? Sometimes you got to ask yourself this question, right? Hold on. Like, if you got something to do and it seems like it's going to take a long time to get there. It's like, yo, it's going to take a minute to get over there. We got to ask ourselves one question. Would we, if we could look down the road, would we want the results of living how we want to live in the future? And if we could visualize how that looks, living how we want to live, being who we want to be, then what's the problem with going on the road? Because at the end of the day, if it takes you 10 years to get what you got to get, don't you want to get there in 10 years? You don't want to be looking back like, damn, I should have started 10 years ago. I would have. Just do the work now. Just do the work now. Do what you got to do now. Just get on the work. What we running from work for? Why? Why are we running from work? Don't we know that, like, the road that's a little steep and you got to climb it, it builds your muscles? Don't we know that? Have we gotten to the point where we don't even want to get strong? We don't want to be strong? Is that where we've gotten to? Come on, B. Nah, I don't believe that. Nah, I don't believe that. Nah, I don't believe that. I believe sometimes, like, the road gets tough, right? The road is tough. Listen, I know more than anybody. The road gets tough. I get it. And sometimes it feels like you can never ever catch a breath, right? And it's like, this happened. Like, I don't ever get an opportunity for the stress to leave my chest. Sometimes it feels like that, right? And so you don't want to be disappointed. You're like, your thoughts is like, yo, I don't want to be disappointed. So I don't want to line myself up for something and it doesn't happen. So I don't want to necessarily put my energy into something that I'm 50-50, 60-40, 30-70. I don't know if it can happen. Understood. I'm just going to tell you, stick to the work. If you can focus on the discipline, doing it every single day, just fall in love with the process instead of like, okay, like when I started going to the gym, right? I've been going to the gym like faithfully about a year now. But when I started going to the gym, I would notice like, I'm like it's hurting me. It's like hurting. And I'm like, I'm making the ugliest faces because I'm like internalizing like all of this is painful. But then I got to the point where I realized like in yoga, you know, like Elvis teaches you, like when you go to Hot Yoga Journeys, you should always go to Hot Yoga Journeys because it's a bomb joint and Pete teaches on Wednesday at 6:30. But like, boom, when you in a difficult position, sometimes smile. Like, why are we putting, like, yo, smile a little more. You know what I'm saying? Yo, there was times where I was like dead ass. I had nowhere to stay, nowhere to sleep. And I just laughed. I laughed like I laughed. Like I was in Fort Lauderdale and I didn't have like an Airbnb at the time and I had to like kick it outside. And I just laughed. Like I was like, yo, people will like, you're crazy. Like who? I had a boy that told me, he was like, yo, why are you putting yourself through this? Why don't you just go back home? Like what are you doing? And I'm like, nah, I want to feel this. I want to feel it. I want to say, I want to say, yo, like I leaped and I fell and in the time that I spent outside, I laughed about it. Although, yo, my stomach was touching, ribs was touching at the time. But I also like found joy in it. Like I took a leap. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just like a joy of like, yo, I believe in myself so much that I'm willing to experience this and like look at it and just be like, you know what I mean? Like the journey is amazing. And so like, if you really want something, everybody's discipline looks different. Some people have more of an extreme discipline. I'm an extremist in my discipline. I'm like extreme sometimes. I'm like, yo, whatever, like, let's, you know, like, I'm just gonna do that. Like, that's just who I am. Excuse me. Yours may not look like mine. And it, more than likely, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So, because I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm saying, go on that roller coaster. That's your roller coaster of life. Like, following your dreams is your adventure. It's your theme park. Like, go and experience it. Don't be like, oh, I don't want to get on that ride. It's your ride. It's your ride specifically for you. It's like the gift. You begged to come to earth. You came to earth. Go live your dreams. Go live your dreams. Go be the shining light that you are, because you a shining light. Recognize that you are a shining light. Go be who you are. When are you going to quit that job? Like, when? Like when are you quit? When are you quitting your job? Like, when are you quitting your job? Like, you got your dreams, right? You got your dreams, you got your visions, you got the things that you want out of life, right? You have those things, you know what you want. You know you see something. You know you got an idea. You know you got an idea. You know there's something on your heart and you know I can make this work. You know you can make it work. You know, like inside, you know, like, yo, I got this. I know I could do this. I got this. And somewhere along the line, you're getting a little shaky. Somewhere along the line, you're getting a little shaky and you like, yo, like, how am I going to make this happen? I can't do this. Or what if it don't work? What if I look stupid? What if Like, you know, what if I lose the people around me? What if like my relationships change with people? What if I can't get the job back? Or like, what if you succeed though? What if you make just enough money where you can have enough freedom to feel what it feels like to not have to wake up and work for somebody else? And you can, like, when the alarm clock goes off, you can take a deep breath and just be like, what if it starts like that? What if you're so good? What if you're so good at what you do, people eat your services up? People sign up by the dozens, by the hundreds, by the thousands. What if that happens? Because there's no one path. Everybody has a different path. What if that vision, that idea that you have is so unique and is so useful, you're going to change millions of people's lives? What if everybody, all of your customers are secretly waiting? They're saying, where is it? I want it right now. And they're begging you to step out on faith, quit that job, and believe in yourself and take that leap. Can you see me? I'm proud of you because you're taking that leap. What if you was destined for greatness? What if you're the person that wakes up the rest of the family? What if you inspire people because of your work ethic? What if your belief in yourself is so contagious, you wake your mother up out of her pain? What if you inspire the people that you grew up with? What if when you take your leap and you take that leap of faith, what if you inspire millions of people?